recording. Hello and welcome to our topic 6 blended learning assignment.
Starting out, we are talking about power versus force. Having power is comparable to like having authority in the workplace, like a managerial position, while force is just trying to get something done by like pure skill or dominance. And then like as an employee, it is important to build a power base because if you don't have one built for yourself, it is hard to show the company or the managers in the workplace that you care about your job or care about the company as a whole.
So some examples of personal power include expert power and referent power. Expert power is the power that one has because of unique skills that others need. For example, being the best cook in the kitchen where there's no comparison. And a referent power is the ability to alter one's behavior because the person wants to identify with you as the power source. Example, celebrities that influence followers to buy certain goods and products. And organizational politics is the efforts by members to seek resources and achieve goals through informal systems. Political savvy is essential to be able to read and understand people.
Moving on to positional power, it's basically the power that someone can receive due to their position in a company or the spot they hold on a hierarchy or just the chain of command. And that links with all three of the examples of positional power, which is legitimate power, reward power, and coercive power. Legitimate power is basically like it would seem, it's power given or assigned to someone in a leadership role that can be used, and it is power that is pretty strong and will make an impact. Reward power is just the ability to give out rewards like incentives to incentivize or just give maybe like paid time off. And the coercive power is the forceful and commanding power where it's more of a demand than anything else, and it's usually degrading towards employees. Moving on to traits and behavioral approaches. This is just the process of finding good leaders by looking for certain traits in people. This is a great way to find leaders if you're looking for something certain in someone. And it's usually done to followers as if it was done to already existing leaders. They would have bias toward themselves as leaders and not make the best choice.
Moving on to situational contingency approaches. Having situational contingency is valuable because when they're used, leaders know like that they're supposed to take different actions, different approaches to certain situations because you can't just use a blanket like statement or action to cover every single situation in the workplace.
And some differences between transformational leadership and transactional leadership is transformational is idealized influence, inspirational leadership, intellectual stimulation, individualized stimulation. Meanwhile, transactional leader is contingent on reward. They monitor performance. The leader is passive and they use laissez-faire.
All right, now looking at why it's important or why it is newly to move on to complex leadership instead of just regular leadership. Complex leadership just allows the employees and leaders themselves to be more innovative and be more free with their work so that they're able to express themselves in a way that is not limiting to them. By doing this, will excel the company forward and just allow them to get to the next level of whatever they might be doing, as it just helps with growth all around. And then leadership ethics. This is just people in leadership positions choosing to make the ethical decision every time. And we see that by doing that, 94% of the time, it leads to the right outcome by choosing the ethical decision over the business decision itself. So that is why it is so important to stick to the ethical decisions. And that is our topic 6 blended learning assignment.